long time, you were someone who was surrounded by people who felt like you just didn't deserve anything. I'm not really sure why people looked at you this way. It reminds me of that Cinderella story of the two ugly stepsisters and the ugly stepmom. It just reminds me of that because Cinderella was such a kind, sweethearted person. She was very beautiful, and because of that, they felt like she didn't deserve anything. So that's basically what I'm getting. You have been surrounded by so many people. This could be family, friends. This could even have been one particular significant other. This could have been teachers, colleagues, whatever. It's going to be different for all of you guys. You could have even been somebody who experienced this type of energy everywhere that you went. People looked at you, and at first it's like they admired you or they were a fan of you in some type of way, but that admiration quickly turns into envy and jealousy, because if people spend enough time around you, they can witness your light. They can see you for who you truly are, not for your vessel, not for your physical appearance. They see you for who you truly are on the inside. And after a while, people are just, I don't know. They're just like, no, I'm just going to decide that there's something wrong with this person because they're stirring up feelings in me that I'm not willing to acknowledge, that I'm not willing to take accountability for. So I'm going to put it on the viewer, say it's the viewer's fault, and I'm going to project all this hate and energy onto them, when really these people are the ones who are full of hate and negativity, not you. So like I said, it's been a long time of that. If you dealing with people who just degraded you and talked down on you, and I feel like it mostly happened behind your back. If you're a very kind-hearted person, I feel like people did have negative things to say to you to your face, but it was very passive aggressive because they did not want to stop being around you. This is what we call a fan, y'all, because a fan is somebody who, like, they cannot stop watching you. They cannot stop giving you energy. They cannot stop thinking about you, obsessing over you. They want to be around you. They want to watch you, but they do not like you, okay? I don't call my supporters my fans. I call these people my supporters, okay? If they want to refer to themselves as that, they can, but I see that as more of support. I don't see that as being a fan. I feel like our society, this new generation, has ruined the word fan, so I don't really use that word unless I'm speaking on somebody who is like this person who they don't like you, but they have an obsession with you, okay? That's basically what I'm getting. You have had a lot of fans in your life. You've had a lot of people who projected onto you and did not want to see you get things. And like I said, if they did say things to your face that were nasty, it was very passive aggressive to the point where you could almost miss it, because they didn't want to be directly rude to you, because if they were, you would clock them and they would be gone out of your life, okay? And I feel like you may have eventually grown up, got out of that naive energy, experienced the world, saw people for who they really are. So you are no longer the type of person who is going to allow passive aggressive behavior. You call people out. You tell them to say it with their chest if they have something to say to you. You're very much like, no, we're not doing that. Like, I'm not going to have people around me who are jealous, who are envious, who have not done the self-work on themselves. You're like, I'm going to be intelligent, I'm going to be smart, I'm going to get these degrees, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to have businesses, I'm going to have a family, I'm going to have a husband, I'm going to have a wife, I'm going to be beautiful, I'm going to be wealthy for some of you. Like, I'm going to be these things and I'm not going to feel bad about it. And if you can't be around me and be happy for me when I'm glowing up and bossing up and embodying my godlike energy or my goddess-like energy, then you cannot be around me, honey. Like, don't force yourself to be around somebody who you know that you don't like. Don't force yourself to watch somebody who causes envy in you and stirs up all these different feelings. That is a sickness, okay? So that's basically what I'm getting. You have had so many people who just like, they like you at first and then they hate you. And it's funny because earlier I was thinking about how, like, I get a lot of negativity from men, but I also very rarely get negativity from women, for example. Just to give an example of this situation, anytime I get negativity from a woman, it's always a woman who has watched me for a long time. She has given me support, and then all of a sudden she's like trying to drag me and just like, nope, I don't like you, and just calling me, like, just degrading me and saying things about me that I don't really care about. But that is an example. Like, example of somebody who was a fan of yours, constantly watched you, constantly commented, wanted to talk to you, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, their energy just switches. You didn't change, you didn't do anything different, or maybe you did. Maybe you started to glow up, maybe you started to boss up. Maybe when this person first saw you or witnessed you, you weren't your best self. You were still like grinding. You were still trying to get out of that low place that you may have been in the past. You could have even gone through like postpartum when you first met this person, and as you start to heal, you start to get back into your own energy, and the energy of that other person just switched, and they're like, no, I don't want I can't have that. Like, I already kind of felt some type of way. Now I really feel some type of way, okay? So I just use that as an example because I feel like a lot of you guys may go through a similar experience. Even at work, like I'm getting for some of you who work in like corporate America, you have had this experience of your employees or even like your superiors, like a boss, like at first they really liked you. They try to take you under their wing. But when they saw that you were like excelling at your work, when they saw that you were next up for a promotion, or they saw you were like surpassing them, they're like, no, this has to stop. This has to stop. I'm not going to allow this to go any further. So with that being said, because people did not want you to have anything, because people wanted you to be ugly and poor and just miserable and alone, no friends, no family, no love, no nothing, like this is the energy of somebody who does not want you to have anything, nothing, like not even like shoes on the bottom of your feet. Like this is a very sick individual, because you have had more than one person or one particular person who has sent this energy towards you and projected that onto you. Honey, you're going to get everything, okay? And I feel like I've said this in a video before. You are going to get everything that somebody said that you could not have, because you deserve it, because you have continued to pour out love into yourself, into this world. No matter how many times somebody projects onto you, no matter how many times somebody sends you negative energy, you continue to be yourself. You continue to have that divine essence within you and that positive energy, and not all the time, okay? Because I always tell you guys, I'm not a love and light girl. Like, don't get it twisted. I'm very kind. I can be very sweet. I can be very nurturing. Definitely tapped into my feminine side, but I'm not love and light, okay? Because I feel like that is a little bit on the naive, like ignorant side. Like, no offense to anybody who claims like, oh, I'm love and light. Like, yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but that's not me to my core, okay? Because some people will comment on my channel and they're like, oh, I thought you were love and light. I never said that. I never said that. I may have a cute face and I may have a sweet personality, but don't ever think it's just love and light, because it's not, okay? So that's basically what I'm getting. Like, you have been authentically you. You are not perfect by any means. You have fell short of the glory of God, like the Christians say. Like, you have been that person, but at the end of the day, God knows your heart, and your heart was always in the right place. Your heart was always loving, and you did not become like these people who try to project that energy onto you, okay? So with that being said, you're going to get everything, honey. You're going to get it all. Rainbows is a very big confirmation for somebody. It's a huge confirmation. I saw a rainbow on the screensaver on the TV over there as I sat down to record this message. After I got my daughter from school, we pulled up to the house and Callie was like, oh my God, mommy, look, it's a rainbow cloud. And it was a cloud that was like, had rainbow colors all through it. It was really cool. And we were just talking about it, whatever. But if you have been seeing rainbows a lot lately, that is a very huge confirmation for you. And even now on the screensaver, it's not an actual rainbow, but it's a bunch of different stars and all these different rainbow colors, okay? So even stars could be significant, or maybe you are a star, you're gonna be a star, or you have star energy, or when people see you, they have you like, they're like starstruck by your energy. You're the star, honey, and this is why people projected onto you and stopped you. Because especially if you're the type of person who was not only humble on the inside, like you were kind, you kind of like lowered your importance to make other people feel better about themselves and their own insecurities, but you may have also came from humble beginnings. So you weren't just spoon-fed or handed all these opportunities to like grow and become your best self, okay? Because there are a lot of people who have that star quality, right? And they make it ahead maybe faster than others. One, because it's their time, because of divine timing. But two, they may have a support system around them. They may have came from money, or maybe they didn't. Maybe they just had a parent or a sibling or a grandma or a teacher or a coach that believed in them and poured into them. I'm getting for a lot of you that was not the case for you. And even if it was, you may have had really humble beginnings. Or maybe you were just too humble on the inside where you just didn't see, honey, like, I am the star. Like, you say that, type that in the comments, say it out loud. I am the star, okay? Period. That is what you are. That is the energy that you embody. I need you to own it. I need you to own it and not feel bad about it, especially this year, y'all. I feel like a lot of the spiritualists in the community, people, even people who are not like amongst the spiritual community, maybe they're just amongst like the religious community, but people who deliver messages, the theme has been consistent, and I feel like a lot of us are tapped into it. This is the year where you need to pop out, like, be that star, take that risk, write that song. No, don't write the song, release the song. Write the song, record the song, and drop the song, honey. Don't just write it. Don't just write the book. I need you to write the book. I need you to publish the book. And I need you to promote the book, okay? If you got a acting or actor role that you want to go after that role, okay? Like, go do it. This is not the year to make excuses. God has already prepared you, okay? You are the alchemist, right? You have been through so much. You have took so much energy that life threw at you, and it has caused you to be this person that you are, okay? Now that you're in your star power and you're in this star energy, I need you to start acting like it, and I need you to go out here and do all these things that God is calling you to do, and I need you to do it this year, okay? You don't have to rush. You can definitely be strategic. You can research and take your time, but do it regardless, okay? And don't try to strive too much for perfectionism. The people who truly accomplish the most in this life aren't always prepared. It's not always perfect. A lot of times people just kind of sloppily stumble into things and just do it, and they reach the most success. And just to use me as an example again, when I first started my channel, I used my iPhone. The lighting was bad. The videos was dropped. Like, it wasn't perfect. Let's just say that. I'm not even going to get into a whole thing. It was not perfect, but I did it. And I didn't care that it wasn't perfect, because I knew that over time I was going to grow. I was going to evolve. I was going to be able to invest in myself. And I did not want to wait until I had the finances or I had the means to invest in myself. I wanted to go ahead and start now. So by the time I'm ready to invest in myself, I've already done so much. I've already created so much, okay? So do not try to be so perfect. You are perfect the way that you are. You're already the star. Anything that you put your hands on and your energy on is going to blossom. All you got to do is make those moves. If you are confused about what moves to make, then I need you to go meditate. I need you to go sit in silence. I need you to get off social media. I need you to go write. I need you to go within your own body and connect with the Holy Spirit, your inner spirit, your higher self, your ancestors. Whatever you subscribe to, I need you to go within, okay? Because those are where you're going to get your answers from, okay? So go within to connect there if you were unsure. Meditation helps with clarity. If you still are unsure, honey, only thing I can tell you to do is book me for a one-on-one session, okay? All the information is in the description box. But for those of you who know what you need to do, what are you waiting for?